All right, girl. All right. So this is going to, I hope, get the screen and me talking about what I need done. And quite honestly, if I can get it by the time we get back to school in January, I'll be happy. Okay, so this, I think you're looking at this page. This page, the page one is the improvement summary. These are the results from last year. So you can't change these. These are carried over from the last year cycle. So this is just so you know what we had. And what you have here is this is what the goal was, but these things, they didn't have any data provided. But this is what the goals were. And I'm just going to tell you that this is too much. You only need 2 data points per objective. So objective 1 needs 2 data points, not 4. Objective 2, only 2 data points, not 4. Objective 3 also does not need 4 data points. So I think you get where I'm going here. 2 data points, that's it per objective. When you get to the program profile, this is where you can actually start making information and making changes. I believe this would be the, unless you changed it, this would be the old mission statement. You are more than welcome to modify that and make that something that feels comfortable for you. I will find you the minors from 2018 information, and then yep, all of this is filled in. All of this is filled in. Now, one thing you might want to look at on this marketing materials at the bottom of the page, is there any information on the website about chemistry? And are they correct? Do they need to be updated? Is everything okay? And so if you have recommendations to modify, put it here. The pages that you want modified, download them as a PDF or however, screenshot it, upload that here so that we know exactly what page you were looking at so that we can give that to marketing and get that fixed. Then we go to program assessment. These are your objectives. These are the objectives that you have that are left over from your predecessor. If you want to modify those objectives, you absolutely can. I need to know that, and then I can change those within the system. But these are the objectives that we have within. So alignment to university objectives, this is about how your program actually aligns to these objectives up here at the top. So objective 1 is your major field competence. That's fine, and that's just your stuff. Objective 2 is about ethics. 3 is self-liberation, and 4 is lifelong education. So how do ethics, self-liberation, lifelong education relate to chemistry? What classes do you have that focus on ethics? What activities do you do that focus on ethics? Do you have anything that self-liberation, that whole idea of analyzing themselves and figuring out how they're going to be their best self, how that plays out with chemistry? That's what we have. So that's just a narrative. The general education process alignment. Yes, this is what classes you have that are general education, but also how do general education art classes help a student that's also studying chemistry? How do the English classes help a student that's studying chemistry? How does social science help a student that's studying chemistry? So how all of that helps make a rounded student within the chemistry program. And then these are the NESI objectives that we talked about in our workshop the other day. The curriculum map, again, we've already looked at this, but I just want to make sure this is accurate to what you're doing. If you do not do assessment in 124, just click the A and make it go away. If you did assessment in 124, then keep it here. But if you didn't, just click it and make it stop. 324, so you already changed it to where there's only 2. Thank you very much. Well done. That part's done. On the assessment map, what we need to do is I need you to click on these A's, and then I need you to tell me what kind of assignment was it. Was it a exam? Was it an end of course? Was it an observation report? Was it, a presentation? What was it? And then you'll pick what it is there. And then this is your criterion. What is the benchmark? 90% of students will achieve 80%, or 90% of students will achieve a proficient, whatever your rubric is that you have that you're dealing with, on demonstrating fundamental understanding of chemical concepts relating to all branches of chemistry, blah, 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 blah. You do not need an attachment here, but if you have an attachment here, you can. This is basically the assignment description of what you're using for the assessment. When you're done with that, you'll click Save, and then this box will have information in it like it did on the first page. So like this first page, this is what's written in that inner box. They picked that it was going to be this, appropriately designing an experiment of a real world phenomenon. So this stuff came from this box. So all of those boxes need to be filled in. Because once you fill them in, then when you go to assessment findings, you'll have something to look at. So you have to have, I'm just going to fill in stuff here, and you'll just get to go change it. So here we have stuff. So when I click on assessment findings and I scroll down, I have a box. So then I can say if the students met it or not met it, and then I can fill in the summary. 87% of students met the objective of proficient or higher at blah, 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 or whatever your benchmark was. And then this is the data file. So if it was in VIA, this is that chart that you download out of VIA. If it's not in VIA and it's just a lab activity that you did, this is just an Excel document. Student 1, Student 2, Student 3, Student 4, how you evaluated it, where they scored, and just the supporting data to your claim of met or not met. So any classes that you had through the fall that would have data, that's the stuff I want you to fill in just so that you don't forget about it. So I think that's going to be that maybe 324, or no, that's going to be that. I think that's going to be this 124 class. So fill that out in the assessment map. And then if you have the data, because I know you collected some, but I don't know if it was gen ed or where it went, then you'll fill in your assessment findings for the chemistry program, not general education, natural science, but for chemistry. The other thing you can fill out is on this program activities. Student performance review, you do not do because you're a minor. Okay, that's done for you. Senior showcase, again, you don't do it because you're a minor. Done. You could put your assessment rubric if you have a rubric specific to chemistry here. I don't know if you did anything that was service learning. If yes, click yes and explain. If no, click no, and then just put NA. And then if you hosted any lead events, articulate them here. If you have any students that did any really cool projects in chemistry, articulate those here, or NA. You don't really necessarily know any of your alumni, but Kim and Robin could help you. I don't think that there's anybody that has anything here. And then this is for your own research, anything that you've done within the field that you've been recognized for, anything that you've had put out there for publication or used to help do some research or whatever it might be, it goes in there. And so we just ask that you do this last page as we go so that you don't get to April and go, what did I do in August? I don't remember. So go ahead and do the fall semester stuff here, and then it's done and it's out of the way. So again, that's what we're looking for. You again will not have student performance review, so you won't send me any information for that. But I need you to complete your assessment map and your assessment findings if any of your data is from the fall semester. If you have questions, let me know. Even though I won't be in the office next week, I still have my computer and I'm more than happy to answer questions. I hope everybody's doing okay. I hope you guys are out of the hospital and we're not still at the children's clinic. And just have a great holiday. Thank you.